What's up, everybody? It is Grateful Jams with your host, Keen. This is the first video that we're doing for this channel, so congratulations to us. We are finally made it. We are finally here. This channel is going to be about all the different types of music, right? Obviously inspired by the Grateful Dead. I'm a huge Grateful Dead. I was going to say head, which I am, but a fan too. Uh, for quite some time now. It's been a couple years. I had a buddy of mine, and shout out to Homeboy, who really introduced me to them, and I've fallen in love. And as I've gotten older, I really started to love the Dead even more and really feel connected to their music and to the scene and to really the sacredness that's all around the lot that people call Shakedown, right? And I'm a big Phish fan too. Also was introduced to them around the same time I was introduced to the Dead as well, and in tandem, those two I've really been following just them for such a long time and following different cover bands of the Dead, and obviously, of course, seeing Phish. Saw Phish 3 times this year already. Manchester opening night the 20th. Then we went to Saturday, Sunday. That Sunday show was killer, out of this world. And I'm so excited to start talking about music with all you guys and being able to build a community and connect with people around our Grateful Jams, right? And all the jams that we hear and all the shows we experience and all the things that make what we are doing in terms of seeing live music even more wholesome and even more loving. You know what I'm saying? I find that the whole jam band scene kind of changed my whole life, right? Like I grew up listening to like Jackson and Wonder and Brown and Al Green and Stevie Ray Vaughan and Marvin Gaye and Tina Turner. Mom loved Tina. Mom always played Tina 24/7. That's all we could hear in the house, right? And and in the car too. And it was, and of course, I grew up on a lot of traditional African music too, because my family's from Kenya. So I really have a wide array and variety of music that I've been listening to for quite some time. And actually, the Dead and Phish actually like deepened that connection and widened that sort of quality of receptivity, I guess, to all different kinds of music and all different sounds of music. So I feel like with the Dead, they really are everything all at once, and it's all happening at at once, right? When you listen to their music, like they're able to play folk, country, bluegrass, rock, all of it. I mean, I heard Mickey on the tour, on the not the tour, excuse me, the Golden Gate shows. He was rapping at one point, so okay, you add that part in there also. That's pretty freaking dope. I've never seen that before, and I'm just really in love with the wide variety of music that we all have to share with each other, right? And that we all can connect on. Like I feel like that is such a big component to why I even go see music to begin with. And let me know in the comments if this is something that draws you to see music too also, because it's like the more I kind of see what's going on the outside world and just what's going on in life, the more I draw closer to the Dead, and the more I draw closer to Phish, the more I draw closer to Widespread Panic, my first jam band that I ever saw back in 2013 with homie Farley and Tyler. That was shout out to them. That was fantastic. I love them. I haven't seen them in a while. I haven't really heard too much about them. Let me know in the comments if Widespread Panic is still out there, right? Because I loved Widespread Panic a lot. Grew up on Twiddle, Double Pod. That's what grew up into the scene, excuse me, on that. Once I saw Panic, then it was like, okay, bam. Then it was like Twiddle was coming up, bam. Double Pod was coming up, bam. We used to go to the spot in Providence. And let me know in the comments if you've ever been there before too. Like we used to go to the spot every weekend. Like Pigeons playing ping pong was playing there. I mean, this was when they had their own spot. Like the spot had its own spot. And it was really, really, really awesome. And like that's kind of how I was really introduced into jam bands, right? But it started with the Dead. Like I took some LSD, and a buddy had introduced me. It was like, listen to this music, and I like sat there and listened to it we sat there the whole night, listened to it. And I'm like, these guys are incredible. I love these guys even more so now, obviously. But even when I first heard them, I was like, this music's gonna be around in my life forever, right? I'm always gonna be connected with this music. And again, as the older that I get, the more that I'm starting to really deeply connect and resonate with their music and the scene and the people that I meet and the like real sacredness that comes with being at a Dead show. Like I just saw Dark Star last night. Fantastic show. Mission in the Rain, Scarlet. That was fantastic. Like those were hell in a bucket. I was really excited to hear that. Super. I was pushing for that one. I'm actually on my way there right now, actually, to the second night, which I'm really excited about. Really excited to see Dark Star. I think Dark Star does a really good job. I think they cover it really well, and I think it really sounds old school, early '70s, late '60s, Dead. That's how I'm perceiving it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of Dark Star, because I'm interested to hear other people's perspective on it, because they're really tight. They're really tight, and they're really, really, really good at what they're doing in terms of playing Dead. I think that they're just as good, if not better, than Dead and Company, in my opinion. If you were to ask me, would I rather see Dead and Co right now, or would I rather go see Dark Star? I'd probably rather see Dark Star. And I love Bobby, and I love that Graham Lesh was up there too, Phil's son. Like that was Trey was up there playing Scarlet and Fire with O'Teal and Bobby. Like that was awesome. That was fantastic. I was so happy about that, to see Trey up there again as a Phish fan, and it just as a fan of music, it was great to see Mr. Mayer and Mr. Anastasio next to each other, and then you know Bobby in the middle there, kind of holding the fire, the sacred fire of what is the Grateful Dead's music. And I thought that was really, really beautiful to watch, and really the way they orchestrated that was fantastic. And the more that it all starts to unravel in terms of music and this what's up and coming in the jam band scene. That's what we're really going to be like covering here. We're going to be talking to a lot of people about that. We're going to have really great conversations about live music, and we really want to continue to keep building a community around live music. I think that that's really in these times right now. I think that we all need it the most, right? A place to go, and a place to connect, and a place to like feel a part of. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I'm starting to realize is the older that I get. And I'm only 30, so I'm not, you know, I look like I'm 20, but I like that personally. I look really young, and as somebody who is younger and represents the jam band community, I'm want to also hold that torch like Bobby was holding it the other night. I know that Bobby is getting older, and you can hear it. You can hear he's not as accurate with what he's doing, and but that's going to come. He's 78, 77, I think, years old, isn't it? So I mean, that's bound to happen. That's par for the course. But the more that I'm starting to unpack just their history, the Dead's history, and along with Fish's history, the more I see how interlinked that they really are. You can't have one without the other. You can't have Fish without the Dead. And then I would even say now, so more than ever, you can't have the Dead without parts of Fish too. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the Dead were the ones who pioneered all this, but to have Mr. Anastasio that can go up there, he also can play Dead too. They can also keep continuing that. The Graham can continue it. They can. A lot of people can continue that, right? Even Gordo can continue. A lot of people can still pass on that torch of their music, of what started the train of all these jam bands that we see now, right? We all need each other in this regard. They need each other too. I'd love to hear Mike Gordon play Dead. That'd be fantastic. That'd be great. I'd love to hear almost anybody play Dead. I'd love to hear Bootsy Collins play Dead. I'd love to hear, if God rest his soul, he's no longer around, Prince. I'd love to hear him play the Dead. Stevie Ray Vaughan, God rest his soul. I'd love to hear him play the Dead. I mean, I'd love to hear anybody play the Dead, because their music is so vast, and it's so wide, and it's so infinite, that anybody who has such a great musical, talent can really thrive in that space, right? And that's why I love the Dead so much, because they really are just this quintessential like Americana, rock and roll, bluegrassy, folky, funky, jammy, improv based band, right? That's what makes, to me, the Dead, and that's why I'm a huge component. Like last night was fantastic. Darkstar really, really, really killed it. They really did a good job, and they impressed like I knew they would, and that's why I'm going back for a second night, because I'm like, I can will it. I got the time. I'm like, no, this is becoming more of my life. Aside from the small things that I do, the things I do, on a day to day basis. Um, I'm incorporating more of their music and integrating it into my life. The message behind what they're talking about is far greater than just like going to see a show, right? And let me know in the comments if that's how you feel about how you perceive the Dead and jam bands, and you know, let me know too what also other bands and shows you've gone to, right? Like what was your first show? What got you into the scene? I'm really interested to hear a lot of other people's perspectives on that. Because even for me, like what really got me into it has kept me on a deeper, you know, path to understanding more of this community. Like we were out on lot last weekend, and we're just like after the show, we're just like homeboys got the speakers bumping Marvin Gaye, bumping Outcast, like that's what I live for. That I like live for before the show, during the show, and after the show. it's just the way that life should be, right? There's no worry, there's no stress, there's no like, oh, this, that. Like, let's get down on it and let's vibe. You know what I'm saying? And that I'm extremely grateful for. I'm extremely grateful for it. I'm extremely thankful for it. And I'm extremely thankful to build grateful jams in our community. So like, comment, subscribe, share this with everybody, turn on your notifications, and we'll be back with another video. See ya.